men are told this lie. Oh, you can achieve your dreams only through hard work. Guys, I am here to tell you that hard work is extremely overrated in the scope of success in life. And only a very small part of the equation. And when I say success, I mean success that makes a difference. I don't mean it as simply getting a meme degree from a community college or quitting smoking. When it comes to success that matters, hard work is pretty down on the list of things that lead to that success. But there is this unhealthy, and not only unhealthy, but delusional obsession with hard work that has major detrimental effects on young men in the long run.
Pain, the blood, the sweat, and the tears to get exactly this what you need. No one can get anywhere in life without hard work.
Jordan said in one of his interviews, when they said, "You're unbelievable, you're the greatest basketball player of all times." And he says, "Well, you're just mentioning the successes." But he says, "For me to become the greatest basketball player, I missed 9,000 shots when I was playing basketball at the NBA games." Does it make him a failure? No. He's one of the greatest basketball players of all times, but he failed 9,000 times. Do you get it? It's all about the hard work that you put in.
Grifters on YouTube always show lifting clips and examples when they push this hard work scam on struggling young men. It is always some guy working out. It is because the entry barrier is zero. This is something you can sell to almost any man. Any fucking retard can lift weights, you know. There's a big YouTuber doing this. Self-proclaimed cult leader Hamza. By the way, of course, there are other many examples like him. I just bring him up since he's one of the bigger culprits of this. It is funny, man. His cult is basically 14 years old, 15 years old kids who got rejected by their crush and now they are frustrated. I'm looking for an answer.
You don't want to ever come across as needy. Like, being needy is like the ugliest thing that you can do as a guy. And so many guys are needy because, well, they need love in their lives. So how do you destroy the most ugly part of you that causes you to chase after women, which is neediness? How do we destroy that? Because if you can stop being needy for girls, they will start to need you. They will start to chase you. And how do you destroy neediness? Well, there's two ways. Either one, you actually get an abundance of women actually being into you, which can take a long time. So that's something that we hopefully want to get to. But two, we can fake it. We can reprogram our mind to stop being needy and almost in a silly way make ourselves believe that we have so many women into us, which is as simple as literally just sit down and just say, "I am Adonis. Women want to get with me. Women love spending time with me. I'm so attractive. I'm so funny. I'm so flirtatious."
There is no core. It exploded. The core exploded.
He's in shock. Get him out of here. What does the dosimeter say?
3.6 Sunken, but that's as high as the meter.
3.6. Not great, not terrible.
I think there's graphite on the ground in the rubble.
You didn't see graphite.
I did.
You didn't. You didn't! Because it's not there!
Let me show you how generous this guy really is. This is the course he sells to young and gullible kids. The 4 secrets to attract girls. Secret 1. How to become better with girls by going to the gym. Secret 2. How to become great at lifting weights and speed up your muscle building. Secret 3. How to outcompete another guy to attract the girl you want. Secret 4. How to build the kind of body that actually attracts girls. He got it all figured out, guys. You see that? 4 secrets to attract girls. And what are those? Lifting weights. All 4 of them.
And so making a girl chase you is literally as simple as you just faking your new personality to be like that guy who the girls usually chase. The thing is, you know that guy already. He's in your school, in your workplace.
I love how he wrote 4 different so-called secrets, but they are all the same gym advice. Every single one of them. The secret 3 looks a little different at first, but when you go read the description, it is also the same, just hit the gym bro advice. This is comedy, man. This is straight up comedy. Guys, I gotta say something. I fucking love Manosphere. You can say whatever you want, but Manosphere never fails to bring prime entertainment. When I was reading this page, I was laughing my ass off. There's more to come, by the way. But before I show you guys how generous Hamza really is, I wanna talk about this so-called secret. because a lot of guys who follow him are also obsessed with lifting weights. The idea of becoming better with girls by going to the gym is a complete and utter lie. Does being fit, having a good shape, help increase your looks levels? A little bit, yes. But even then, like, it is more about facial gains that come with lifting. You don't need to be big muscled, but just be lean. Just have low body fat and a little defined body. That's all you need. If you play some sport or go for a run a couple times a week to stay lean, that's enough. Like, if you talk about having big muscles, it has incredibly low return on investment. I would say even your frame, your body frame, is more important than having big muscles. Sure, you can improve your muscles if you work hard enough, but even then, your genetics will play a major role in how much improvement you will see and how good you look with those muscles. Even if you do train hard, how good your body will look will also come down to your genetics.
You hear it all the time. Oh, I owe my bodybuilding to when I was growing up, playing soccer all the time, running. It allowed me to have amazing quads. No, it wasn't. It was your genetics. It just happened to be that because you looked so amazing that your muscles grew while running. Whether you're playing basketball, badminton, cycling, whatever, if you end up with amazing looking muscles, it's because of your genetics. Of course, the training that you did helped, but ultimately, it's down to your genetics.
And the reason why this whole concept has such a low return on investment is this. In business, this is simply called entering a red ocean. Red ocean is a metaphor for a market that is already saturated, where you have to brutally compete against many other competitors for a limited existing demand. Since there are so many competitors in an already saturated demand, the competition, the battle for the limited demand is so brutal, so hard. Blood turns the ocean red. Hence the name Red Ocean. It's a market where you have to come up with some unique value that others can't offer to the customer. In this case, in our case, that would be 6'4" height, or it would be your face. It would be your social status and money if you are a celebrity and have a large following. You either manage to come up with a unique value that makes you stand out from the ocean of gym rats, or you simply try to cut the costs. You try to minimize your losses. In our case, this would be dumpster diving, which you see a lot of these gym-obsessed guys already do. If the entry barriers are low, the effectiveness will be poor. Guys, write this down. If something is easy to change, relatively easy to change, it doesn't make a difference that matters. Difference that matters. Because you are entering a red ocean, too many competitors, market is already saturated, very few exclusivity, and that exclusivity comes down to face, height, or frame. Even frame, let alone height. Even frame is going to play a bigger, more crucial role than muscles and cuts. Because body frame is going to signal genetic quality.
Don't ever get up.
And the comedy goes even further when you look at what he sells. The dude is like, I'ma tell you how to pick a gym. Let me calculate, that is $2,754. Let me deduct taxes. I love how he puts a specific number to make it look legitimate. Not 50, but 45. Not 200, but 197. For example, there is this invite to get trained by Hamza, but when you go to the item detail, it is just him revealing which gym he works out at. There is no getting trained by him. Some of these are straight up comedy, man. Don't spill your gains, fapping guide, 200. Convince your parents protein is healthy, package, 100. Shortlist picture guide, 500. This is my favorite, by the way, get some ass masterclass. 3,000, damn man. And the total value of this? $19,000. And let's see how much he is charging. Yes, only 500. 500 for how to convince your parents protein is healthy. Yo man, this guy is hustling underage kids. And again, a precise number to make it sound legitimate. Not 500, but 487. Look how generous he is, guys. How many girls am I willing to miss out on? Isn't it time I try something new? By something new, he means lifting weights, by the way. Oh wow, man. So new. Such groundbreaking advice, bro. Learn from someone who has actually got the success I want. Do I really want another girl I like to ghost me? And a lot of underage kids fall for this, sadly. You know, I have been there myself when I was 17. I mean, I never fell for this kind of scam, but I was gym selling religiously at the time for about 6 years. In my college years, I was a religious gym rat. I was at a point where I was considering hopping on trampoline and testosterone. Because after some point it was so difficult for me to make natural progress without losing my cuts and veins. I wanted to get even bigger, but I didn't want to lose my cuts and definition. At the end I decided to not do trampoline, but I know what it feels like to be a gym rat. Like, it feels good. That post-workout endorphin hits different, man. But at the end of the day, guys, it makes very little, negligible difference for your dating market value. Because there are plenty of other guys doing this already.
Anything is possible. Never give up. God's got a plan for you.
This is what I want Hamza followers to understand. This guy is setting you up for disappointment and a lot of wasted time and effort to make money off you. Guys like Hamza are selling you the idea of a new life because he knows yours sucks. And what is sad is that a lot of those kids who follow him aren't going to make it. Vast majority of them are not. They will try and try and try and do everything in their power. They will delude themselves, just like he literally tells them to, but they will fail all the same. Then they will blame themselves. This is why Hamza is doing a disservice to those kids. A lot of 15 years old in his Discord server. I am not even gonna show their pictures. Those kids who are 5'6", 5'7", or a legit 3 in the face. Those guys are just wasting their time and money. They don't have the looks, and no amount of weightlifting will make them physically attractive. Vast majority of them will end up working normal jobs. They won't be money and status maxed. No matter what they do, they will never attract the girls they want. And after spending their youth alone, they will end up marrying their post-prime looks match, which won't be something to look at. No matter how much they live, no matter how many cold showers they take, this is the script, life script they won't be able to change. They will have to find this out the hard way, but Hamza doesn't care because he wants to sell his course, of course. One of the things I have heard him say is that, and there are some correct statements sprinkled in between. You gotta remember, guys, when someone is trying to tell you a lie, they will always package it with some truth in it.
Maybe you've not been told this, but this is so important. Listen, success is all based on dominating other people.
This is 100% true. I agree. And this is precisely why his whole rhetoric to hustle sexually frustrated teenagers will not be successful. It is all about beating your competition, not necessarily about being good at it. They teach you this, by the way. And you experience this yourself in work life pretty quickly. Success is really not about being good at what you do, but rather just being better than your alternatives. Imagine being a lion who runs at 50 miles per hour, but you are living in a land with scarce food to hunt on. And there are 100 other prides. And then imagine being a lion who runs at 30 miles per hour instead of 50, but you are the member of the only pride in the land. With tons of prey to hunt, there is plenty of water, plenty of food. Which one is going to be more successful? This point is exactly why hard work is overrated and nowhere near as important as all these grifters and motivational speakers on the internet tell you. The same goes for his cliche money advice, like arbitrage e-commerce, dropshipping. The enter barrier is zero. You are entering a red ocean. The effect of hard work will be negligible when it comes to getting a proper return on all the time and effort you will have to put. Hard work, sure, hard work long enough and you might indeed reach a certain point, but all that hard work can easily return in nothing if there are simply too many competitors with the same qualities. And then there's another aspect to this. It is a multidimensional issue. There has to be a demand that meets or exceeds supply. Your value and therefore success is based on these, not hard work. When you want to buy a product, do you consider how much people who made it worked for it? Do you care if it is made in 1 day or 1 month? Or do you consider how much value and uniqueness that product is going to bring to you? Working smart is much more important than working hard. If the hard work is not effective, it literally means nothing. The work has to be effective. It doesn't need to be hard. You always measure the return on investment. A single rhinoplasty will be much more effective than all those retarded lifting weights for years stuff. If you are really talented in a field and beat your competition by talent, and then you work smart and hard, that is when hard work counts. Talent without hard work will always be more important and more effective than hard work without talent. Simply because of scarcity. Most important factor governing your success in life are your looks, first and foremost. Looks are a better indicator of social economic status than the education level of parents. Let that sink in. Then family and environment you were born into. Opportunities are everything in life. How many smart and hardworking kids end up amounting to nothing in poor and underdeveloped countries? You gotta be lucky in this life, man. Luck is everything. That's why I like Harvey Dent character. He has that famous line, "This life is cruel. In a cruel world like this, the only morality is luck." It really is. The only morality of this world we live in is luck. Pure, sheer, blind luck.
Does it bother you that so many people are happy to see you fail?
Absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, all the people that was rooting on me to fail, at the end of the day, they got to wake up tomorrow, have the same life that they had before they woke up today. They got the same personal problems that they had today. And I'm going to continue to live the way I want to live and continue to do the things that I want to do with me and my family and be happy with that. So, they can get a few days or a few months or whatever the case may be on being happy about not only myself, but the Miami Heat not accomplishing their goal, but, they got to get back to the real world at some point.
Even your birthday plays a major role. Kids who are born in January are 4 times more likely to be a professional hockey player than kids born in September or November. They are taller and more developed compared to the other kids in the same class. 10 months makes a major difference when you are 8 years old. They get more attention, more positive feedback, coaches spend more time with them. This small difference snowballs to much bigger effects later in life. This positive feedback loop really extends to other aspects of life as well. It often ends up shaping who you become as a person. When you grow up with positive reinforcement, you naturally have high self-confidence and you develop a habit of hard work because you grow up reaping the benefits of your work early on. It becomes a habit. For example, as a result of getting good grades or becoming successful in sports at your youth, you will be more likely to be motivated and continue that work ethic in later stages of life. It is like dominoes, one move triggers the next. How are you going to be motivated when you don't reap the benefits of your work? There's this experiment where researchers throw rats into a bottle of water and then save them at the last second before they drown. The rats who got rescued last 60 times longer than the rats who hadn't been rescued before. If you are someone who was born with good looks, grow up with positive feedback, of course you are gonna believe in working hard. Because you know this from experience that hard work leads to success. And then those people think, oh, I have worked hard, man, that is why. You will never see them acknowledge how lucky they have been along the way. Of course, it is going to be easy to motivate yourself to work hard and not fall into a crippling depression in your crucial formative years when you face positive reinforcement everywhere you go. And then after the family and environment you grow up in, your IQ comes to play, which is also luck. Only after these crucial factors, hard work comes into play. Hard and effective work. By the way, there have been studies suggesting that even hard work could be partially linked to genetics. There is literally a gene linked to it. Guys, you have to be realistic with your opportunities and you gotta stop blaming yourself. You gotta stop blaming yourself, brother. This applies to almost every avenue of life, whether it is looks maxing, whether it is financial success in life, whether it is dating life. Most of your life is determined by factors out of your control, and what hard work can achieve is very limited in this frame. I know people often bring up examples of some famous star who was born poor, or someone who beat the odds and became very successful despite all the odds. They almost always bring up the most extreme examples, but leave out the vast majority of cases. They always use this apex fallacy and survivorship bias to gaslight you. The main takeaway I want you guys to leave this video with is be realistic and focus on your work being effective, not hard. And I will see you guys in the next one.
Absolute allied town is under siege. I swear. Yes, job done. All right. Our allies' town is under siege. Our forces are under attack. Forward. Right on. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Job's done. What is it? What? What? All gold. Our allied forces are under attack. Is required. Off I go then. Yes, my lord. Job's done. Yes, my lord. Our town is under siege. All right. Job's done. Job's done. What is it? Our forces are under attack. Forward. Job's done. Yes, my lord. Job's done. Job's done. Research. Off I go then. Job's done. Our allied town is under siege. All right. Job's done. Job's done. I cannot fear this land. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Our allied town is under siege. Job's done. Job's done. What ails you? As you wish. I am here. Ready to work. Forward. What? Our forces are under attack. Under siege. What is it? Job's done. Yes, my lord. All right. Ready to work. Job's done. Forward. Yes, my lord. What is it? Our allies' town is under siege. Our forces are under attack. Ready to work. Yes, my lord. What? Forward. What is it? Ready to work. Our allies' town is under siege. What? Off I go then. All gold is required. Forward. Ready to work. Job done, my lord. Our forces are under attack. Right. Job's done. What is it? Our allies' town is under siege. All right. Research complete. Job's done. What? What? Yes, my lord. All right. Job's done. Our forces are under attack. Off I go then. Right. Our allies' town is under siege. Job's done. Yes, my lord. Job's done. What is it? Off I go then. Right. Off I go then. The light is with us. Forward. Our allies' town is under siege. Our forces are under attack. Our town is under siege. Job's done. Our allies' town is under siege. Job's done. Our forces are under attack. Forward. Yes, job's done. All right. Right there. Job's done. Easy. All gold is required. Right there. Job's done. What? Yes, my lord. Job's done. Yes, my lord. Off I go then. Job's done, my lord. Job's done. Job's done. Our forces are under attack. Job's done. Job's done, right. Job's done. Upgrade. Upgrade. Job's done. Upgrade. Job's done. Job's done. Forces are under attack. Job's done. All goals required. Upgrade complete. All goals. Job's done. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Job's done. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Job's done. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Job's done. What is it? Upgrade complete. Off I go then. Upgrade right. Upgrade complete. Our forces are under attack. What is it? Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Our forces are under attack. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Our forces are under attack. All goals complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Job's done. Upgrade complete. All goals required. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Our forces are under attack. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Our forces are under attack. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. All gold is required. Upgrade complete. Off I go then. Complete. Righto. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. I can't do that. Upgrade complete. Off I go then. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Job's done. All gold is required. Job's done. Job's done. Our forces are under attack. All gold is required. Upgrade complete. Job's done. Forward. Righto. Research complete. Job's done. Our forces are under attack. Job's done. Job's done. Upgrade. Upgrade. Research. Our forces are under attack. Yes, my lord. That's it. Okay. What is it? Yes, my lord. All right. All right. Off I go then. Forward. Research complete. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
We shall not falter.
Forward. Our forces are under attack. What? Yes, my lord. Righto. Righto. Our forces are under attack. Our town is under siege. What is it? All right. Yes, my lord. Off I go then. Right, job's done. Yes, my lord. Our forces are under attack. Our town is under siege. Job done. Job done. Ready to work. Job's done. Job's done. Forces are under attack. Ready to work. Job's done. What is it? Job's done. What? Job's done. Ready to work. Or work. Yes, my lord. Or work. Off I go then. Ready to work. Job's done. Our town is under siege. Job's done. Yes, my lord. Ready to work. What is it? What is it? All gold is required. All right. Ready to work. Right. All gold is required. Job's done. Our town is under siege. Upgrade. Ready to work. Job's done. Ready to work. Job done. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Our forces are under attack. Our town is under siege. Job done. All gold is required here. Right. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Our town is under siege. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Job done. Yes, my lord. At once. Forces are under attack. Yes, my lord. Our town is under siege. Our forces are under attack. Our town is under siege. are under attack. Inform all. Our town is under siege. Our forces are under attack.